conversations from the NASSCOM Game Developers Conference, and now we're in conversation with Anila Andrade, who's with 99Games. Anila, it's great to be talking to you.
It's nice to be here.
And it's amazing because your company is based out of the small little temple town of Udupi.
Yes, it is.
And you're there on the international map now, developing games for international audiences.
Yes.
Tell us what it's all about.
It's actually a good conversation starter. Actually, the founders are from nearby cities, and most of them are actually based out of Udupi. The company was actually Robosoft first. The parent company is Robosoft, and they sort of started off in Mumbai. And they moved down south to Surathkal for a bit, and from there they went on to Udupi. With 99Games, we started off pretty much around 5 years ago, at the same time as when the App Store was launched. It sort of opened up new avenues for us, and since we were coming down from a background which had a lot of these educational institutes in the vicinity, we thought it was just right for us to get young talent and get started. So it's been a good roller coaster ride for us, but it's been fun nonetheless.
Sure. So you've got 13 games out as of now, right?
Yes.
And in terms of choosing platforms, how have you decided to go about it, and which are the primary platforms that you intend to be available on?
Normally, the best platform that we've worked on is the iOS platform. That's worked pretty well for us, considering that we've come from the Robosoft background. We have, out of the 13 titles, all of them are on iOS and Mac. We have 2 of these games on the Android platform and one very recent one on Windows. It's our first experiment with Windows. The iOS platform has worked really, really well for us in terms of monetizing users, and we don't target an Indian audience per se. We normally target a global audience, so that sort of works well for us, and that platform is sort of very well interspersed in that area worldwide. So I guess that's one of the reasons why we have stuck on to that platform, and we are testing markets elsewhere as well.
Okay. Now, in terms of revenue models, what is it that's working more for 99Games? Because I think a lot of games that you've put out are actually paid for games, they're not free.
Yes, actually 80% of our games, I think about 9 or so out of the 13, or probably 10 out of the 13 are paid games. We started getting into the free and freemium zone just about a year and a half ago. We saw that paid games were doing quite well, but when Apple opened up the in-app purchase store with the launch of iOS 3 back in 2009, we thought there was a good opportunity to monetize users, and we were pretty new in that space. We started off slow. After we released a couple of paid games, we thought let's pull out one game from there that's doing quite well. We'll adapt the free model where we would integrate ads into it, see how that works, and then decide how to go move on from there on. Since in-game advertising worked quite well for us, we thought, okay, it's time to get on to the next area and to take the next leap, And we started restructuring our games to suit the in-app purchase model. It's worked pretty well for us. So with Wordsworth, that was one of our first titles, which we started off as paid. Then we released a free version with ads, and we made it freemium. So we had a paid SKU with freemium, as well as a free SKU with freemium again, with in-app purchases integrated. That did pretty well for us. So last year, pretty much around the same time, late November, we did a soft launch of a new fully freemium game called Dreamstar. When we conceptualized that game, we knew we're not going to go paid. We will see how freemium works completely for us, and we designed some kind of monetization strategies as to, let the player get a feel of the game first, play a little longer, and then, we try to nudge him and tell him, hey, you can make an in-app purchase.
He can go on buying things within the game to up his powers and things like that.
Yes. So that's what we did, and it sort of worked well because we saw that we were monetizing quite well via in-app purchases, even better.
So where is the money better? Paid for upfront payment or these freemium strategies?
Actually, it's sort of different in both cases. With a paid game, to get a user to download your game, even a game that's worth just $1, is very, very difficult. And considering, the thing is, when we released our first few games, we priced it at 1.99, 2.99, and so on. And we figured that, we probably should lower the price so that the barrier to entry is lower and easier for people to probably consider downloading your game. You had to have a great game, you needed to have good backing in terms of PR and revenues and things like that, and you had to have a game of exceptional quality to let users to download a game that was priced at $1 or $1.99. When it came freemium, it was sort of different. You had to put a good game because you would have a wider mass of people who would be downloading your game since it was free. But you had to make sure that they sustained within the game to monetize.
Yeah.
So what has sort of worked well for us, I think, is the freemium model. It has worked better for us than the paid model, probably for the very reason that people now see that they like the try before you buy model. Basically, they know that they need to. They're willing to invest a lot more if they get a good feel for a game, Okay. So that's probably sort of worked for us.
Do you track the download data as well as in where is your game being played? The games rather, where are they being played?
Yeah, most of our games are sort of catered to a worldwide audience, not necessarily to an Indian audience. We see a big chunk of users from the US. We see our second best geography would be UK. Australia, Canada, those are the best performing geographies for us. Probably because it's sort of all our games sort of have a global feel. It's not necessarily Indianized, but they're very casual. I mean, anybody can actually play them. Games like word games and puzzle-driven games and role-playing games. Pretty much anybody can play it. But I think the audience in the West, they sort of spend a little more than probably Indian users. So I guess that's how it works for us.
Okay, so now 2014, looking ahead, what are the plans that one has in mind?
We just had a launch of Doom 3. We are very excited about that launch.
Is this your first Bollywood Connect?
Yes, it is. It is our first Bollywood Connect, and it was exciting.
And it's a free-to-play game?
It's a free-to-play game, yes. So we just launched it on the Windows platform exclusively. Released it just a month ago. A lot of PR and a lot of promo are happening just before the movie gets released, and we will be releasing it in a lot of other platforms as well shortly in the next couple of days.
Is that going to be a consistent sort of endeavor now to try and do more Bollywood collaboration?
It's a start for us. So I'm sure if all these publishers and the movie makers see potential in the work that we're doing right now with Doom 3, we think that'll open up a lot of new avenues for us to delve in that space. Yeah.
Okay, well, many a story is made right there in the temple town of Udupi. Okay, Anila, great talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.